Ghana ranks 150th out of 190 countries with the lowest representation of women in the legislature and in other arms of government.
In Parliament, for example, there are only 36 women out of the 275 seats, while the current list of nominations for the district chief executive has about 34 women out of 212 nominees. This was the focus of a meeting on affirmative action in Accra.
The fight for women emancipation dates back to hundreds of years ago, when women's voices were made strong, calling for gender parity on all levels in the country. Apart from Yasantoa, Ghana can boast of high-level intellectual women amongst the world's best, including the late Justice Annie Jiage, women's rights activist who drafted the Declaration on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women and co-founder of Women World Bank. Dr. Esther Oklu and Madame Ekwia Kwenyehia, a lawyer who served as a judge of the ICC, doubling as its first vice president. In 1998, the Affirmative Policy Guidelines was formulated, and in 2011, the first roundtable discussions were held.
Women's rights is not something that should be a controversy. It should come naturally, for it is essential to our very development as a people. And it's one reason why I'm glad this is happening today. I will want to advise that let this bill be just a guide to further action, because there is still much to be desired which is not in it.
Although some results have been achieved throughout the gender struggle, these gains have been eroded over time due to the lack of proper measures.
It has become necessary to go beyond the rhetoric, go beyond the talk, go beyond the prejudices and cliches, and acknowledge that with the existing gender inequality in the public and private sphere, there is the need to take drastic measures to correct this imbalance, because gender stereotyping, which dates back to antiquity, cannot be changed without implementable legislation.
Former First Lady Nana Konadu-Agyeman-Rawlings participated in the famous Beijing World Conference in 1995, which sought to drum home the need for women to be recognized as equal powerhouses to men.
This country is going nowhere until women get their rightful places. It's not going anywhere. You take 2 steps ahead of us, we'll pull you back 4 steps. We look after the children, we look after the water bodies, we look after the environment, we look after the food you eat. So all those things will come together to make the country, the first level country that we want to be. But if we leave the women behind, trust me, it's not going to help this country. And as I keep saying, politics and policies have nothing to do with growing of beards, so we can do it.
The Affirmative Action Bill has over the years seen adjustments and has been laid before Parliament, but is yet to receive the needed attention. Women activists say, although the fight for gender equality looks far from reach, they hoped that when it is eventually passed into law, it will facilitate the climbing of the women onto the political, economic and social ladder.